Hello, see if everybody can hear me okay. Welcome back, everyone. Good to see you all. All right, good. Everyone at YouTube, Facebook Live, good to see you. Well, listen, we're going to get right into it. Zoom, Kodak. Remember I told you, going way back before this whole thing with the coronavirus, going all the way back to like March, April. I said, we jumped into Zoom. I did a swing trade on Zoom. I jumped in about $1.30. I was so ticked off because I had it at 60. I ended up paying double for it. Double. And then all of a sudden, everything was moving. Everyone was moving. Now I'm really ticked off at myself. I was just telling Josh earlier that I got out a lot of my Zoom. I was pretty much all in because I've been doing webinar technology for about 20 years, I would say. So like I've been, if there's anybody who knows about webinar technology, it'd be me. I've been doing it before some of the biggest companies in the industry have been doing it. So, and basically the founders of Zoom were the guy who invented WebEx. And they went on. Basically, you can see WebEx. Once Cisco bought them out, the thing was a garbage company. So we got rid of it back in the late 90s. So anyway, the founders came out with Zoom, and I was a big fan of it. But I thought it started getting expensive, and I want to go through the whole story about Zoom and this and that. But the point I'm getting to is this: right about the convention of the Democratic Party. Remember, I told you that they're going to be doing a lot of, they're not going to do how the Republican Party did it, their convention. They're going to do a lot of Zooms. So I said, listen, remember, it has nothing to do with political, okay? It's all about what you have to learn as a trader. You have to understand what is being advertised, okay? They were getting the best advertisement ever, and you all hear it. You see the colleges, the high schools, Zoom this, Zoom that. You don't see Cisco. You don't see WebEx. You don't see, Citrix. You don't see any of those. But you keep seeing Zoom. I said, you know what? Zoom's going to kill it. And then when they start again to the Democratic convention, I said, you know what? Keep an eye on this. Where was that? $230. Where is it today? $450. Last night, I fell off my chair, okay, after seeing what's happening in after hours. The only thing I was very ticked off about is that it's an expensive stock. So I sold a quite big portion of my position. And I'm being honest with you because I jumped into a little bit of Apple. I started getting a very diversified, which is not a bad thing. So I got a little diversified. I jumped into Pinterest. I jumped in a little bit BJ's, and I jumped into Apple. And I swear, yesterday I sold my my BJ's yesterday. And I'm like, and by the way, these are all swing trades, not day trades. We'll talk about day trades next. And I said, and I was going back and forth. I'm like, Apple, Zoom. I'm like, I really haven't heard that much movement in Zoom, but I know it's going to go higher. Where do I thought my money's going to be more valuable? And I kind of went diversified with Pinterest and Apple. And sure enough, last night, Zoom took off. So I still own some Zoom, but I was all in. I would have been up humongous. So I'm excited, but I'm also upset. Okay. Now, please keep in mind, everybody, that when you date, I always say this all the time. You want to be a good swing trader. Damn, if you want to be a good options trader, you have to know how to day trade first, because it's what happens over the course of the day, which trickles into a swing trade more than an investment. Everybody's always trying to take the shortcut. And I'm bringing this up because I keep bumping into people. They keep saying that, oh, I can't afford to trade stocks, or you know what, options I do well with options. Yeah, okay. Let me know what happens to you if you did a put on this stock, because Zoom right now probably, actually, as of yesterday, Tesla had the biggest short position. Now I would probably assume, without even guessing, it's probably Zoom right now. And that's the only reason why the stock went up as big as it did. Okay. There's no reason why, if you look at book value, you look at everything, it's right off the bat. I'm not, I'm just predicting it, but I'm not insisting that it really is. But when you're doing this long enough as me, you know what to read between the lines. So anyway, congratulations to everybody. I'm glad you listened in. I'm glad you've been here on the show. I'm glad that you guys have been students of cyber trading, and I'm glad you guys are watching YouTube, Facebook Live, but you guys killed it on the Zoom, and you're welcome. Okay, you're welcome. All right. That's what you get being part of a team and the experience. Now, let's talk about something else that's moving pretty well. And it's kind of like, I'm pretty much on both sides right now with it. Oh, we just, the stock is starting to get crazy all of a sudden. But I want to bring up the Kodak, Kodk. Now, Kodak, some company owned a pretty big stake in the stock or whatever, something like that. So Kodak's doing pretty well. I got shaken out. I got in and got out. I was trading in pre-market. It was trading between 925 and 890 and so on. I bought it. I sold it. I made money. I lost money. I was actually down money on it. But finally now this thing is starting to pick up some pretty big momentum on it. So Kodak right here, my only concern right now is I'm worried about 9 o'clock, 9:30, because I know my broker is going to lock up on me. So right now what you're having is all algorithms going on with Kodak right now. It's all algos, all right? So that's something that you have to take into consideration when it comes to trading the stock. I'm just looking at being careful with this stock because I'm seeing a lot of algos kicking in right now. I still got my position on there. I own it at $8.90 and $9. So I got a pretty big position on here. I'm a little nervous. I thought it was going to hold here around 10. It's moving like in 50-cent intervals. Now, I want to bring up something very important that's happening for some people in my trading room. A lot of them have an account with TradeStation, and they told me that their broker won't let them buy it. So I'm just telling you the reason for it. The only reason, it's only speculation, but I know a lot of you are trying to buy it and they won't let you. The only reason that I would think, hold on, let me kind of getting a little nervous with this stock right here. I got a profit in here. I don't want to get too cocky on it. Just keep it on the same thing. All right, never mind. I got to focus on here. All right, so anyway, regarding about the Kodak, the only reason why they would sell it is and won't let you because a lot of people, when you day trade, they give you 4 times buying power. So if the stock happens to do a big high fly and it moves a lot, what ends up happening, they end up losing the money. You know, some people, you get like a margin call. Well, you don't want to get a day trading call. And I could only assume the brokerage firm, when they stocks go up in the way they do and something that happened with the stock, they know a lot of people got burnt on it and got hurt on it. So sometimes they just take it off their list. So and with my broker, they have like another broker that we have. There's a bunch of them that we deal with. They have these rules that come in place that if they go up too fast, they have to get approval. You know what I'm talking about. You've probably been there and done that. You probably do a trade, your brokerage firm will let you buy it and trade it. And like all of a sudden you get locked out and so on. You guys, traders, you see me do it all the time. I'm like, broker locked me out again. I got to come back. So, and it happens. It just happens. So that's what's basically what the issue you got to worry about. But anyway, just they're very volatile stocks. They're really big winners. We did really well with the Kodak. And the swing trade obviously has been with Zoom. Now, there are a couple other stocks I do want to bring up. Those aren't the only ones. Not a lot's going on. I thought there were a couple of nice, interesting ones. I know we were looking at this PRTH, kind of died right here. PSTV also died. You know, another stock that we found pre-market, backed off big time. GNW is another one. It looks okay. It's a little bit better than what it was before. This one's not bad, starting to pick up 13%. Got great iceberg orders all over the place. And then we had the Jill too. Jill, I don't know what happened. Had a really nice pop here and it started backing off. You could see it's the biggest percentage gainer on the actual, on the market right now, but at up 126%. But she had a big pop and all of a sudden she's back to 80 cents. So I don't like to trade stocks under $1. A couple other swing trades I'm going to focus on. Like I said, Pinterest is obviously a very inexpensive stock, another one of these, high-tech stocks. And a lot of people are like, is there any high-tech stocks left? There are a few of them out there. There are. You have to trade with the times. Listen, you are going through an election year, okay? And I think JP Morgan just came out and predicted that with all the things, with the market factoring, you can probably read the news that they're projecting that President Trump probably going to win the election. There's a silent majority. And remember, I was telling you the other day, I had another person I was talking to that is waiting till November 3rd, November 4th, because he thinks Biden's going to win. The market's going to drop 50%. And I keep on telling people, I'm like, listen, that's a pretty good strategy. But what are you going to do from now until November? Right? So listen, can I be honest with you? Guys, I don't care what your political beliefs are. Just follow the market. One thing I learned from my mentors is they always told me this, is that once you think you're smarter than the street, you're going to lose all your money. Okay? And if that guy thinks that that trader that I spoke, and by the way, he's not a student because he obviously had a different game plan than us. And actually, he didn't really qualify to be one of our traders. I said, listen, if that's your strategy, you're not a good student of ours because that's not how you're supposed to think. You have to follow the money where the street's going. If you think you're smarter than the street, more than Wall Street, and you think in your Main Street, you're going to lose all your money. And I just hate to say that. So, the thing is, there's a lot of great opportunities. You could see, every day things that are happening. And regardless of politics, look what's happening with the schools. Okay. Kids in college are not going to class. They're doing it on Zooms. That explains to why Zoom. I mean, the writing is on the wall. What more do you need to see? Now, there's a lot of other ones that are going to be coming up. So, there was another stock, GoGo. I don't know what happened with this thing. This thing kind of picked off too. Geo. Keep an eye on that one too. Apple's dropping. CODX. Grant saying that's popping too. CODX. Yeah, that had a nice little pop right there. That one took a big hit. But Jill is the stock. Daniel, on it was, like I said, it was nice in pre-market, but I don't know what happened. It kind of fell off right here. Kind of died out right here. But yeah, Kodak backing off. I sold it. All right. Yeah. Wow, that was a hell of a shake right there. That was a hell of a shake. All right. So it's really hard to kind of teach and trade at the same time. So I just got out at like 55. I wrote the thing down. I had a nice position. All right, whatever. No big deal. What happened to Zoom? Zoom's backing off now too. All right. So anyway, to be really successful as a traders, guys, you have to follow the money. Okay. And I've been doing this for 25 years. I'm still in the game. And people ask you, like, how did you survive the internet bubble? How did you survive the flash crash? How did you survive 9/11? How did you survive, the financial crisis? Is because I learned from my mentors. They told me, you follow the money. Don't hold things personal. Okay. And that's the way you have to look at it. And that's how you make money. And you just got to basically, sometimes you feel like if you're chasing, you know what? The worst thing could happen. You put a stop loss in. If it drops more than whatever, then you get out of it. All right. Apple's dropping too. Oops, type it in the wrong window. Let me bring it up. I don't know why it's not letting me type in there. There we go. Like, why is this thing not letting me do it? It's not really dropping that much, by the way. All right. So anything I'm missing, guys, I did not call out. Anything I'm missing? Now, remember, if you're a student of CyberTrading University, today is one of the most important classes that we do. So you're going to be trading live with me in the trading room. So if you are a student, make sure you got your registration and you're logged in. We start at 9:35. If you're new to CyberTrading and you're just a trial member in the room, just look, listen, and learn. And if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook Live and you want to get into the trading room and you want to see not me, but see all the other traders, how we work and collaborate together, just click on the bottom, like us, friend us, and just pay the stupid $9. What do you got to lose, right? After a week, if you don't like it, you get your money back. Couple of things I do want to point out before we go. There's, hold on right here. So don't forget, also today we have Traders Talk that we're also going to be doing. So you got Traders Talk that we're going to be doing at 11. And then obviously we got class right after at 3 o'clock. So today's a busy day on a Tuesday. Remember, there's a lot of good movers that are going on right now, but it is the middle of summertime. We're going to one of the busiest times, weekends. We have Labor Day. Kids are going to start going to school next week. If some of them already started, but just be very careful and, just take the money and run. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys in about another 10 minutes in the Cyber Group room. For everybody here watching on YouTube, Facebook Live, thanks for watching. We'll be back here at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting. And then Cyber Traders, you see something, you say something. I'll see you in class. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading and be safe.